to my channel. Today I'm going to recreate this really beautiful look that I shared on my Insta story. So I shared two looks and I asked you guys to pick one and you picked this one. And I am really excited because this is the first time I'm digging into my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I've had this palette for the longest time and I did not get a chance to use it, but today I finally did and I love the payoff. The color looks beautiful, vibrant, and they blend beautifully. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video, and if you want to see how I recreated this entire look, just keep watching. So I'm starting with an absolute clean face. I've just applied my moisturizer. I just have to do my eye cream and then we'll begin. We are going to start with eyebrows first. So I'm going to comb them up and set them in place. Now, you might notice a little bit of sparse sections. So what I'm going to do next is fill those sparse areas, and I'm going to use this Bolly Glow Shape and Set. I think that's what the name is. The name has rubbed off. I really like this pencil. This is an eyebrow pencil, and they do also have like a brow gel on the other side, but I don't really find that really good quality. It doesn't really keep the shape of your brows, so I don't use it as much. So now I'm just going to fill the eyebrows a little bit with short strokes. I think that looks good. I'm gonna prime my lids because I have somewhat oily lids and it sort of makes the eyeshadow crease a lot faster. So I'm going to use this Urban Decay primer potion for my eyes. Now I'm going to use the paint pot, the MAC paint pot, and I'm going to just take my finger, warm it up a little bit, and then apply it. The first color I'm going to use is this color right here called Sandalwood. It's a beautiful transition color and I'm going to put it in my crease. I love how the shadows are blending. It's so pretty and so easy to blend. The shadows beautiful. I feel like I'll be playing with this eyeshadow palette a lot because the colors are so versatile and amazing for everyday looks as well as some really heavy eye looks, you know. And I love the payoff. It's beautiful. Now that we have our transition color down, we're now going to dig into some color, and I'm going to use this color called Risque. It's gorgeous. It's a deep purplish pink and I really love the shade. I'm going to deposit this in my crease as well, but I'm going to keep it a little more precise. That is gorgeous. That's a beautiful shade. As you guys can see, I have tried to keep this color really precise and just into my crease. I did not blend it out a lot. The reason being, in the picture, it's like a halo effect. You know, if you look closely, the color is sort of framing the entire eye and it goes from inner corner to the outer corner, but in a very precise manner. I'm now going to deepen the crease using the color Man Eater. It's a beautiful reddish pink color. You just need the slightest bit. These colors are very, very soft, buttery and very pigmented. I'm super impressed with the payoff. I feel like I want to deepen the crease a lot more. So I'm going to dip into this black truffle color right here, which is that intense black that can deepen any color. So I'm hoping this has a good payoff. Okay. Oh, that's intense. I like that. That just intensified the color so much more. It looks amazing. I love the smoky effect it just added to the entire look. Also guys, I'm using just one brush for almost all of the colors because I'm going from lighter to darker shades. So this doesn't really affect the brush performance because I used the lightest shade first and then I went darker. This is an eyeshadow blending brush from Aisha Cosmetics in the number 226. I think for the metallic shadow, I'm going to go with Pink Diamond, which is the color right here. I'm going to pick some up on my applicator and apply it on the center of my eyes that you can see I've left. Oh my god, that's beautiful. The applicator also helps with precise application. I used to use my fingers earlier and it would deposit the color all over the place. This helps with controlling the placement of the eyeshadow. I think that's it for the eyes for now. We're now going to move on to face. We're going to do our foundation, blush, contour, all of that, and then we're going to come back for the lower lash line. I am going to reapply a little bit of my eye cream because I just wiped it all off. And we are ready for face makeup. So I think first thing I'm going to do is apply a primer. Primer is super important, guys. Every time I skip a primer, I do feel that there's a difference in how my foundation, the entire makeup ends up looking. So never miss out on primer. And this is the one by Smashbox called the Original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. I'm going to take the teeniest amount and put it on my nose and my cheeks. I have been having some issues with my acne, or I don't know what this is, because this looks like an allergic reaction. I've never had this problem. Like recently it's just become worse since the lockdown. I think that's my skin's reaction to the whole situation. I'm now going to also do a spritz of my primer water, the Smashbox primer water. I'm going to let this dry off a little bit, and meanwhile let's get started on the foundation. So I am going to use the Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Amreti, or Amreti, I don't know. It's the shade 310G. Now my primer is set. I'm just going to put some foundation on the back of my hand, roughly 1.5 pump, I would say. And I'm going to take my beauty blender, dip into the color slightest bit, and spread it on my face. This is a beautiful match to my skin tone, and it covers all the redness, all the imperfections, like immediately. Now that my foundation is done, I'm going to move on to concealer, and I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC30. So to set the makeup, I'm using my Makeup Forever HD High Definition Powder. It flashes back a lot, like crazy. So if you're going out in the evening to a party and you know there's gonna be flash photography, avoid this at any cost, because this is gonna shine like a ghost. Next, I'm going to warm up my face by using a bronzer. I'm using this Milani Silky Matte Suntan bronzing powder. It's amazing, it's very affordable, and it does its job beautifully. I'm also going to use this bronzer to contour my face a little bit, and I'm going to use this angled brush by Aisha Cosmetics in the number 224. This angled brush really helps me to place the color perfectly. And then I'm going to use this buffing brush to really like buff out the product. I'm also going to put some bronzer on my forehead and lastly on my jawline. With bronzers, you really need to buff the product in as much as possible so there are no harsh lines. I'm also going to contour my nose the slightest bit with the same brush. It is angled and it's really helpful to contour your nose. Makes the whole process really fast also. For blush, I'm going to use this blush called Oh My Blush from 2P Cosmetics. Now I did pick this up from Bangkok. You can use whatever blush that you want to use. So to apply the blush, I'm going to use this Aisha Cosmetics brush in the number 227. It's a stippling brush. And don't be afraid of applying a lot of blush because you can always blend it out and lighten it up. But the blush is the first thing that sort of fades off from your face. I always say that. So really go heavy with your blush. So this looks good. Now I'm going to use a clean brush to really buff that out. This is a Wet n Wild brush, and there is no number or name, but yeah, it's like a buffing brush. I'm now going to set my under eyes because I haven't done that yet. I'm just gonna check if there has been any creasing. Not a lot, I like that. This is a beautiful, finely milled powder and it just disappears into the skin. Guys, I was just telling you about the flashback of this product and I figured that it's safe to use here where there's no flash photography, but since I have some studio lights, it is reflecting a lot of light and it's looking ghastly, honestly, in the camera. But I'm gonna insert the B-roll of another camera that I have set up and it looks absolutely fine on that camera, I think. It looks just like I'm seeing it in real life, but on this camera, it's picking up so much more whiter and scarier. So this is what I meant about this product. So I would honestly not recommend it because it's been sitting in my dresser for the longest time and it's beautiful. It looks so perfect in person. It's a very beautiful finely milled powder, but it flashes back like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, keep that in mind. So for my under eyes, I'm going to take the color Risque that I had used previously and I'm going to put it under my eyes. I'm going to blend this in the eyeshadow over here. Now I'm going to go with the shade Man Eater and warm this entire thing up. I am now going to take another brush and use the black truffle to really darken this up. I'm now going to attempt to brush all of this excess powder away and we'll see if this still looks the same or it looks a little different. I'm hoping it gets blurred out. Okay, I can definitely see it's absolutely gone from my face in real life, but I don't know if it's gone from the camera. I hope it is. We can't do anything at this point, so we'll just roll with it. That looks better. I'm now going to apply my highlighter, which is my absolute favorite step of the entire process. And I'm going to use a blending brush. This is an eyeshadow blending brush, but I love to use it for highlighters. It just gives a beautiful, precise application. Okay, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome metallic highlighter in the shade Molten Rose Gold. I really love this highlighter. It's really pretty, but what I don't like about this highlighter is it sort of emphasizes any texture that you might have on your skin. I've always loved this highlighter in the past, but these days, as I showed you guys, I do have some unevenness, some redness on my skin, and that is sort of getting emphasized by using this highlighter. I'm not liking that, but it is a beautiful highlighter nonetheless. I'm going to highlight my nose, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And now I'm going to set my face using the primer water again. I'm using this My Glam lip liner pencil in the shade Pretty Mess. For my lips, I'm going to use this NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Cabaret Show. I've used this once before only, like almost 3-4 months back. I really liked it, but I don't know why I didn't use it. I pulled it out today, but let's see. I think we'll know the reason why I did not use it after that. Oh yeah, I remember. It's very runny. It's a beautiful shade though. That looks beautiful. I don't know why I stopped using it. Let's see, maybe it dries weird. I don't know. It looks gorgeous though. It does dry matte, so I'm gonna have to wait for that. But I think everything else is done. Oh, I wanted to put some product on my chest as well. So I'm going to use this Milani Strobe Light liquid highlighter. Mix it with the cream and apply it on my chest. I'm gonna put the picture that I used as reference for this eye makeup look, and I think I did a pretty good job. It turned out almost the same. And if you end up trying it, do share the pictures and tag me if you're sharing it on Instagram. My handle is Style Fashion etc right here. And I would love to check it out. I'd love to see how you spin it in your own creative way. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and learned something from it. I am gonna keep making videos now because this is so much fun. I feel like I'm connecting with you guys personally and it's a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys very soon again, and do send me your suggestions, requests, any kind of makeup look that you'd want me to recreate, or you'd want me to do a smoky eye or a very natural office eye. Just let me know and I will make sure that I recreate that look for you guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Stay safe, stay grateful, and be happy.